So, object-oriented programming is about objects. These objects interact with each other to perform various tasks. As an analogy, think of a car. Cars consist of hundreds or thousands of collaborating objects. Almost all these objects are reusable and replaceable. So, if any of them malfunctions, a technician can pull it out and replace it with another object. Applications built using object-oriented programming techniques are exactly the same. Using these techniques, we can reduce complexity by breaking down a large, complex application into smaller, more manageable, and easier to maintain objects. If an object is not working properly, we can only focus on the code for that object, not the entire application. We can either fix that object or plug in a different object as a replacement. Another benefit is that we'll have more opportunities to reuse code. Once we build and test an object, we can use it in other applications. For example, let's say we're building an image editing application. In this application, we're going to give our users various filters to apply to their photos. Once we build these filters, then we can reuse them in other image editing applications. And this means we're going to spend less time building applications. Now, this is where things get interesting. These are the real benefits of object-oriented programming. But there are folks out there like this John Smith who claim that these benefits are all theoretical and have no application in the real world because they could never reuse their objects or replace them with other objects. But in my opinion, the reason John failed is because he didn't know how to do object-oriented programming properly. So just because you don't know how to use a tool, it doesn't mean that tool is bad. Also, another thing is that people who love functional programming argue that we get the same benefits. And to be honest, that is true. But in this course, we're not going to talk about functional programming. All I want you to take away is that both object-oriented and functional programming are great and have benefits, but neither work best in all situations. So my advice to you is to learn both these paradigms well and then choose them wisely depending on the problem you're trying to solve.